dropping back to throw. Fields guns it to Wilson. 13-4 Steelers going to the 10-7 Bills. This feels a lot like the 2024-25 playoffs where the NFC North was just on a tear, and then one had to win, got the 1 seed, and then the others had to go on the road despite having better records than their opponent. That didn't go well for any of the teams involved from the NFC North. Absolute regular season juggernauts got absolutely folded in the playoffs, and it wasn't even close. So going to hope for a different result as we come off 2 strong games against NFC South competition in the Saints and the Bucks, and look to continue rolling, take on the Bills, go into Buffalo and win against Josh Allen, Gregory Rousseau, Coleman. Our defense is where our strengths lie, and it shows. Best defense in points per game. Best defense in opposing pass yards against. 5th in rush yards against. Now, our offense kind of sucks. We have the 3rd best rushing attack, and points is 13th, and passing is 30th. It's under 190 yards a game passing. That's rough, especially when middle of the pack is 237. So that's brutal. Taking on the Bills, we know our strengths, and they have Pacheco. We know our strengths, we know our weaknesses. We're going to focus on running the crap out of the ball, being opportunistic, and capitalizing on moments and opportunities when we get them. This is going to be the full playoff run, like how it was last season, and if that turns into 4 games, so be it. I am perfectly fine with that. We get some upgrades before heading into Buffalo. Everything's play the moments for the playoffs. It's just easier that way. Fonts now gets an upgrade. Let's put this into pass protector. I don't know why the morale for the team is in the crapper all the time. It definitely had to do with the fact that I said there will be no such position battle, and then no one like that. Backup tackles get upgrades as well. Not much left to do except roll into the playoffs, try to get back to the Super Bowl, and try to seal the deal this time. First quarter, first drive opportunity. Buffalo had their first crack and couldn't capitalize. So we get our chance, and now we're going with Harris inside. Gets 4. Oh, we actually don't get the very first drive, but this is the first drive we get to hop on with. So defenses prevail early. Second down coming up here. Blitz, roll out, get it to Hopkins for the first down. I think a lot of it also starts with don't be afraid to throw the ball. Fields generally pretty good at protecting the football. Finds Hopkins, who can't hang on to it this time. Generally okay with protecting the ball and avoiding very costly mistakes. Matt Milano is on George Pickens. This screams blitz from someone there. I don't know who, but it screams blitz from someone. Well, we get blown up the middle, and Oliver runs clean through. Didn't even have time to look up. What happened there? What happened here? What happened here? Oh, he just missed the cut block. Oh boy. Well, we have 3rd and very long coming up here. Fields setting, gunning it, way off the mark. Overthrowing Wilson by a mile, who maybe had some space on that corner route. Not the start you hoped for. That missed cut block really set us behind. Oh, this is really windy. Crap. Okay, boomed the punt. May have outkicked our coverage. Never mind, Awuzie makes the hit. Buffalo starting on their 31. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Bills. Trips right, oh boy. Allen dropping back over the middle. Huge hit from Porter. Knocks it loose and they can't convert. And big play from the defense maybe? It looks like it was a penalty or a turnover. So not entirely sure which one it was. But we are in the red zone and we're going to give this to Harris inside left side. Down to the 3. 2nd and goal from the 3. Dropping back to throw. Fields guns it to Wilson. Jumps across. Makes the grab, and we strike first in the wild card round. 2 minutes left in the half. Still 7-0. 3rd and 5. Dropping back with Fields. On the run. Getting it to Brown. On the wheel route for the huge gain to the Buffalo 22. Really late mid-season signing. Like, second half of the season, probably like the final third of the season free agency signing. Has the speed and explosiveness and makes a huge grab there. We can't move the ball at all. Looking to convert that. Do not miss a cut block again. This screams blitz, and it is. And Fields misses Pickens. Pressure got in there and just couldn't convert. 10-7 game. Buffalo scores in the sim. 3rd and 4. 2:43 left in the game. Frymuth makes the catch. Breaking tackles. And converts the first down. Pat Frymuth over the middle. May not have had a ton of volume in the regular season, but he's showing up now in the playoffs with a huge play. Caught it. May have been short of the first down. I'm not entirely sure. Could have made a case either way. Breaks one tackle. Breaks another. And gets the first down and plenty more, as we're going to take this to the 2-minute warning. And then look to run out the clock, get a key first down, and get out of Buffalo with a win. And we're moving Frymuth. Big play. Receiver, big play tight end, made the big first down. Harris powers through for 6, and Buffalo's going to use their first timeout. Again, offense, not really our strong suit. At least we drag our opponents down with us, and yes, I went to a read option because I want to get Fields some rushing yards. So fast, so athletic. It'd be a waste not to use it. We're going back to Harris on 2nd down. Big first down, big truck. 1st and goal from the 9. Under center, giving it back to Harris, bouncing around. Gets a few, timeout, and now the fun begins because they can't stop the clock. We're going to run this thing all the way down, hopefully end in a score, or Harris can just do it right now. Breaks it outside. Adds to our lead, makes it a 2-score game with under 2 minutes left. Buffalo, no timeouts. Buffalo drove down, kicked the field goal, couldn't get the onside kick, and we escape with a win. Fields was all right. 14-24, 186, and a touchdown through the air. Harris, 17 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Brown, 3 for 11. Fields, 2 for 3. One of those was definitely a kneel down. Juszczyk, 1 for 5, and Pickens, 1 for 2. Frymuth, 4 for 43. Big first down conversion to set up the later Harris touchdown that iced the game. Roman Wilson, 4 for 72, and a touchdown on the day. DeAndre Hopkins, 3 for 26. Pickens, 1 for 14. Chase Brown, huge conversion, 1 for 27 yards. And Harris had 1 for 4 as well. Peyton Wilson, leading tackler, was 7. TFL for Watt. A sack and a half for Highsmith, a sack for Watt, half a sack for Wilcox. No turnovers, just a solid defensive battle. We are going to the Baltimore Ravens for the divisional round. So, us going to Baltimore, Chiefs hosting the Colts for the other game. In the NFC, the Packers, oh my god, the Packers killed the Vikings 51-14 in the wild card round. So, Green Bay going to Dallas. Seahawks hosting the Bears. So, Eagles get eliminated in the first round. Will not be defending their Super Bowl title this season. Oh, we got the Baltimore Ravens. This was, okay, contain the quarterback scramble. I don't know why, but that's always my go-to against Baltimore. And let's run it inside. 300, okay, we're never getting 350 passing yards. We average less than 190. We'll try to get a pick. We'll aim to pick off Lamar Jackson. But, oh man. Continuing the division series into the postseason. Steelers-Ravens, always an exciting one. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm really looking forward to this one. We have some upgrades for some of our players ahead of the big matchup. Mason McCormick, Can we put one of these into cut blocking? Because, albeit we won the game, but dude, that was brutal. You got hurdled trying to make a cut block. There is like no coming, not that there's no coming back from that, but that is rough. And then Jason Gibson, depth defensive tackle, gets an upgrade as well. We're coming out hot early in this game. Already have the 7-point lead, and we're back in the red zone looking to add to it, giving it to Harris inside. Lowers the shoulder. Sets us up with a first down on the 15. Fields under center. Play action fake. On the run. Guns it to Pickens in the end zone. And we're up 2 scores in the first quarter. Fields. Beautiful play action fake. Beautiful composure on the run. Fires to George Pickens coming across the screen and adds to our lead. He has 2 touchdowns already? Oh, George Pickens. Have yourself a day. And we have a third down shot coming up here. This is what we were waiting for. We got kind of punked in the last postseason, or in the last matchup against them in the regular season, and blitz and Fields. All kinds of room to run. And Justin Fields tried to put the move on Hamilton. Thank you for not fumbling, but he gets it down to the 8 using his legs. Oh, perfect. This is why I love mobile quarterbacks. Something breaks down, you escape the pocket, man coverage on a blitz right there. No one's there until you're in the red zone, 8 yards away from another score. And dropping back to throw, and Fields scrambling, sees a lane, gonna take it and dive. And it's 20-0. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Are they doubling? No way they are. No way they're doubling Wilson right there. Nope. Fields gunning it to Brown. Little bit short. Little bit short. It's 4th and 2. We're gonna. Oh, they want us to go for this. You got it. And we're going to one of my favorite plays. The reason I have this here is so I don't have to keep flipping through to try to get a read option to get Fields some rushing yards. This is probably just going to be an automatic give. So changing it. Up the middle is Harris. Big first down. Big pancake from James Daniels right there. Zach Frazier's hurt, and that stings. 1st and 10 on the 16. Back in the red zone. Dropping back to throw. Fields getting it to Harris. Frymuth couldn't throw a block on Roquan Smith, but we get down to the... Seriously? We're losing our entire offensive line now. Mason McCormick heads to the locker room. Zach Frazier is hurt actively. So this isn't good. Gonna try to change this up to an inside zone, going right side, because that's the healthy side of the offensive line, but we get buried in the backfield. Bruce Sternum for McCormick. Okay, I'm fine with that. Give me an update on Frazier, maybe? Not sure. We'll check at halftime and have that answer. Fields dropping back, scrambling around. Oh, walks it right in for the score. Gets his 2nd rushing touchdown on the day. And we came into Baltimore on the road. Them fresh off the coveted first round bye that we wanted so badly, but we lost to them late in the regular season. Didn't go our way. We showed up following a defensive battle against the Bills, and we came to play. Baltimore gets 3 before half. Has not scored yet despite being in the red zone, and we're in the 4th quarter now, to where this game is almost over. Okay. Is that Frazier? Okay, Frazier's back. Frazier's back, so he's not that hurt, and, well, oh my god! Seriously? Maybe we need a new backup left guard. We kick the field goal. Baltimore drives down. They score a touchdown before the game ends, but we crush them. 31-10. Fields in this day still only had 175 yards through the air. 10-16, 175, 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Harris, 22 carries, 69 yards. Fields, 7 carries, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Excuse me. Chase Brown had one carry that got blown up because we had a backup left guard. Pickens, huge day. 5 catches, 131, 2 touchdowns, 2 for 13 for Freiermuth, 1 for 14 for Harris, 1 for 12 for Hopkins, 1 for 5 for Chase Brown. Queen revenge game. 7 tackles. Sidney Brown. Oh, that's right. We got the Canadian brothers on this team. That's nice. With 7 tackles as well. Bunch of TFLs. 1 for Brown, 1 for Highsmith, 1 for Wouzier, 1 for Hayward. Watt has a sack. Highsmith adds a sack. And Joey Porter gets the interception on Lamar Jackson. The Colts beat the Chiefs in the divisional round, setting up a Steelers-Indianapolis conference championship game. Dallas Cowboys and Chicago Bears on the NFC side. Cowboys take care of business against the Green Bay Packers. Seahawks fall to the Bears 31-20 or 35-21. Oh, it was a 2-point game, low-scoring affair for the Colts against the Kansas City Chiefs. So now we got a chance to punch our ticket back to the Super Bowl. Weekly award has to go to Justin Fields. It does. 10-16, 175 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, 7 carries, 71 yards on the ground, and another 2 scores as well. 4 touchdown performance against the rival 1 seed Baltimore Ravens. And now we get to set up, gear up, and get ready to take on the Colts. Anthony Richardson, mobile quarterback, going to look to contain the quarterback scrambling. Going to look to run inside against this Colts defense. Justin Fields had a hell of a game in the divisional round. Here's hoping he can keep it going, continue to dominate as a dual threat. Guys are getting tired, the fatigue is hitting. If we win, get that week off between the conference championship game and the Super Bowl. Let's get it going in Indianapolis. Our defense, again, holds the Colts to no points on their opening drive. So we get the chance to start out with the ball. Giving it to Harris. Right side, he gets 3. 2nd and 7, under center again. Going back to Harris. Outruns the pulling guard. Gets 3. Makes it a 3rd and 4 coming up. And this is where we're going to look through the air. Hopkins deep has... It's a bit of a sleeper throw, but dropping back quick. Getting it to Wilson for the easy first down conversion. Bring over Freiermuth. Fields in the gun. Gonna keep it. And have that first down. Should have slid. Had the first down, should have slid. Gets popped. And the ball comes out. Can't be having those. Defense is working hard to correct the mistake from the offense. Indianapolis in a 3rd and long. Dropping back to throw. Oh my goodness, going for it all. Sidney Brown just swat it. Thank you, Sidney Brown. Forces the incomplete pass. Great protection by the Indianapolis offensive line. And we narrowly escape, and we get the ball back to try again. And Fields in the gun, dropping back to throw. Seeing Freiermuth, getting it to him for a gain of 2. Under center, Fields, play action fake to Harris. Scrambling around, trying to get the edge, and he does! This time going to step out of bounds. A yard shy of the first. Keeping possession kind of was the big part there. 3rd and 1. Oh my goodness, the forced Buckner. Absolutely ruins that plan. So, much like the Buffalo game to open the playoffs, defensive battle setting up, booming the punt down the field. Hobbs skating down, huge hits! And still a 0-0 game. Indianapolis has turned the ball over for the 2nd time today. And now we have a 3rd and 3 coming up in Indianapolis territory. Pickens makes the grab. Fights for that first down and just outside of the red zone. And one big play later, we're 6 yards away from a score. Harris breaks the tackle and dives in. What a second effort from Harris. That was a 6-yard touchdown run. About 8 of those yards came after contact. Maybe we got to switch up from our plan of running inside because the Forrest Buckner is not making that fun. Not making it fun at all. As we try to convert a 3rd and short, and he blew it up And then we went to just get some yards on first down. He almost blew it up. Harris sheds the contact, gets the score, and we see it's 3rd and 2. I don't trust running inside anymore. I really just don't, because I feel like Buckland's just going to ruin it. And on the run, scrambling, Pickens makes the grab for the first down. That gives us a first down in the red zone. Dropping back to throw. Fields setting, firing to Pickens. Big grab, gets it to the 7. Under center, Fields, play action, fake, on the run, way into the ground. No one had any chance of that one. 2nd and goal, Fields, dropping back to throw, scrambling, getting it to Wilson. The rollout was not there. They had really good contain and it almost ran right into a sack. So now, 3rd and goal from the 3. Getting this score would be huge, since up until this point, no one's really been able to do much of anything. Fields dropping back, running up the middle and in. Solid protection from the offensive line this entire drive. No one was really open, didn't want to force it. Fields has the ability to get those scrambles, gets us a score right up the middle. Frymuth throws a bit of a kind of a block, kind of not. Gone the way it works. We're now in the 4th quarter. Indianapolis drove down, got a touchdown. We drove down, got a field goal. It is a 10-point game as we face a 3rd and 9, and it is a first down. Pat Frymuth, absolute bulldozer over the middle, gets it down to the 9. And that's why you pay Pat Frymuth. Even though, maybe the regular season volume isn't there. He shows up in the playoffs, makes that tough grab over the middle, gets it down to the 3. He's been a valuable part of this team in this postseason run alone. Big moments on 3rd down, late in games, on key drives. Okay. You see this, right? Okay, handing it off. Should not have worked. I tried to change to a pass play, and it didn't work. Play clock was running out. Decided just running up the middle with Harris anyway. Defenders were open in the backfield, and they just couldn't stop him. 4th and 4, down 24-7. Colts staying out there on offense. Dropping back to throw is Richardson. Rifling it deep. Fitzpatrick. I thought he was toast. Gets the interception. Minkah Fitzpatrick. Have yourself a day. Looking to get a first down and just continue running out the clock. Late in this game, dropping back, Fields quickly to Frymuth. Another first down for the tight end. If I ever get upset about Fields not throwing for a lot of yards, Anthony Richardson threw for 71. So I'm not too mad anymore. 22-27, 233 yards. No touchdowns through the air for Fields. Harris, 19 for 68. 2 touchdowns. Fields, 4 for 28 and a score. He had that opening drive fumble. We were just fine. Chase Brown got 6 yards on the ground as well. Frymuth, 9 for 92. Wilson, 5 for 54. Pickens, 5 for 52. Hopkins, 2 for 23. 1 for 12 for Harris. Joey Porter leading the way with 7 tackles. Bunch of TFLs, Benton, Wilson, Brown, Hayward, Highsmith. Walk on the backfield with a sack, and Minkah Fitzpatrick with the big interception late. Peyton Wilson and TJ Watt forced fumbles. Wilson recovered both of them. And we're going to be taking on the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Another NFC East team. Last year was the Eagles. This year it's the Cowboys, and we're hoping for a different result. Highsmith goes up to a 90 overall after a phenomenal year. Check out the yearly awards. MVP goes to Jalen Hurts. No Steelers. Coach of the Year, Dave Canales. Mike Tomlin came 3rd. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Rashee Rice. George Pickens was 7th. Defensive Player of the Year, Max Crosby. TJ Watt, 2nd. Highsmith, 3rd. Rookie of the Year for the offensive side of the ball goes to the guy on the Ravens. We had no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Grant for the Patriots. We had no one. Best quarterback in the AFC goes to Mahomes. Fields came 6th. Running back to Jonathan Taylor. Harris came 2nd. Jalen Warren signed with the Raiders and came 3rd. Also had a Pro Bowl appearance. Best receiver goes to Rice on the Chiefs. George Pickens was 4th. Best O-line, Tyler Linderbaum for the Ravens. We had no one. D-line goes to Max Crosby. We had no one. Linebacker goes to Highsmith. Watt gets 2nd place. And Wilson had 9th. DB goes to Gonzalez of the Patriots. We had no one. Kicker goes to Santos on the Browns. Boswell came 4th. So, solid year. Strong year. And we're back in the Super Bowl. We've got another press conference ahead of the showdown with the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of preparation goes into the big game. Can you talk to us about your players and how they have been preparing? Sure. You got it. Quick question about right tackle Broderick Jones. What has he been focused on this week leading up to the Super Bowl? Pass blocking. Fundamentals of pass blocking. Great, good luck. Dumbest press conference of all time. And with all that taken care of, play the moments. Super Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys. We're gonna change up the uniforms. We'll go color rush because the Cowboys are gonna wear, they're gonna wear white.
He's gonna keep this one, and he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Fields out of the gun.
You get that huddle in your mind and now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Downfield. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Here's Brown again. Goes up and over for a touchdown. And it's another Lombardi for the Steel City. The Pittsburgh Steelers are your Super Bowl champions. A decorated franchise on top once again. Commissioner Goodell presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the champions of Super Bowl 61. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch you all again.